Facebook, I will not be running ads on your platform, apparently.
Can you reconsider? No.
No, we will not ever reconsider. It says something like that, basically, like,
So
we're
insane.
not going to change our mind, ever.
So stop asking.
Like, can I, like, talk to a human?
Yeah.
I even tried once to, like, get through to a service representative, and they're just like, I don't know what to tell you. The system says you can't run ads. I'm just like, dude, just look at my page. No.
Welcome back, everybody. Today we're talking about our Facebook challenge and kind of how it's going. We've pivoted a little bit from the initial challenge idea that we took on because it seemed like posting every single day was going to be a little bit too much for our current audience on Facebook that is used to seeing very few posts. So, especially not any full-length video posts.
Right.
We don't want to scare everybody away. So we went to 3 times a week on our Income School page. I think we're at about 3 times a week on Channel Makers. Creator files, we're doing about once a week because we got caught up pretty fast, only having about 7 episodes. And Ricky has a secret site, the one we've talked about in the past, and he's also starting to try it out on that site, but it's super new. So we have the most data right now on the Income School page, and we just turned on monetization right before we started recording this.
Yeah, like minutes ago.
Yeah. So you are you're on the breaking edge of the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Very real time here. So some things we've noticed is we have not got a big bump in followers. Nothing crazy.
No.
Pretty slow.
Yeah.
It does seem like we're starting to get more view time. Of course, some videos do better than others, but some of the earlier ones were getting around 55 minutes viewed, and some of the later ones are getting more around 100.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Which is, I think, pretty cool. Looking at sort of the way the views come in over time, you can kind of see the graphs on Facebook in the back end. And I mean, even those original videos are still getting some views trickling in. So, getting 50 some odd views over the course of a couple of weeks versus one that's only a few days old having over 100 minutes of views, I guess. I think that means we're on an upward trajectory.
Yeah.
Either we're getting the audience used to our videos or it looks like, based on impressions and stuff, that Facebook's starting to push them a little further.
Yeah. Another thing we've noticed is comments.
Yeah.
Getting more comments now. Before it was just kind of likes and
Yes.
that really surface level engagement.
I actually have noticed just on Facebook in general, because we don't post much, for the last little while, Andrea, when we published a video on YouTube, Andrea would put up a little post or something, and a couple people would, like, it would get viewed by 10 people or so, and then we'd get a comment or two from kind of mostly are like people who are on Facebook and are more dedicated followers, right? And now I'm seeing way more reactions even to those. So the engagement on Facebook is already picked up in the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
Even on, like, we post an image with some text that's just announcing something, more engagement. So
I wonder why that is. That's surprising. I wonder if it's new viewers, because we can see that we're getting mostly the people that were already following us.
right. Most of the views are coming from, are people who are already followers.
Yes. About like 90%.
Yeah, on average about 90%.
And so then we're getting more engagement. I wonder if that's because people are engaging with those videos that are showing up more often. So maybe Facebook is showing those posts more often.
I would think that it's probably, it's probably that it's actually showing up in their feed more often. The more you can get people to engage with you on any social platform, the more often your stuff will just show up in their normal feed. Like on Facebook, I usually don't, unless I have a specific reason. I don't just like go to groups or pages that I follow or groups that I'm a part of and say, I want to go hang out in there for a while. It's usually like just scrolling, right? Same thing with Instagram. It's not like, I want to go check out that person's Instagram and see what they've added in the last day. It's usually more like, what's in my feed right now.
Yeah. So it's just posting more often.
Yeah.
Speaking of Instagram, we're trying to post the videos on Instagram too. At least for your secret site, we're trying that.
So
out.
Today I went in the Meta Business Suite and was like, I'm going to do this for my Project Double Time, my secret site, and see how it does. Cause I've got, over 30 videos already. So why don't I do one a day in there? And so, but when you use the business suite, you can post to both at the same time. And then you can customize a little bit, because on Instagram, you can't put a thumbnail or even a video title, just some text. You can't have any links. So it simplifies it a little bit. And then you can customize between the two. So on Facebook, I put in the thumbnail, I put in the video title and everything, basically just like I did on YouTube.
And so how long is the video you posted to Instagram?
17 minutes. And it it let me post it, right? It used to be that in the feed, it would only show like a 1 minute preview, but I just pulled it up and was surprised to see that, I don't know, I don't use Instagram enough apparently.
17-minute video. How do you think that's going to work out?
I don't know, but maybe if people just like watch 20 seconds and they're like, oh, that was cool, and they hit like and then move on. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe that'll help overall.
Yeah, I'm skeptical, but maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe Instagram doesn't care how much percentage viewed.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
we'll find out.
I mean, obviously, we would be better off if we like curated content specifically for each platform, right?
Yes.
Even like video length isn't the only thing, right? It's like, if I could make a YouTube short that probably wouldn't do as well on TikTok, and vice versa, because the audiences are different. So if it were ideal and we had like lots of time, we would have somebody taking our video content and curating a perfect like clip for TikTok.
Right.
And it would be different than the clip they would curate for.
And I'd argue
YouTube
that
shorts.
It's not actually the time we're lacking.
Yeah.
Because if we thought it was worth it,
we would,
we have ways to make it work. We could hire somebody, we could rearrange responsibilities. But what we really want to test out, what I really want to find out is it worth the extra time? Right. Or can you get a pretty similar result by just repurposing content exactly as is?
Yeah.
And so that's what I want to experiment with now.
Right.
And maybe with this podcast, we can try it the lazy way, see how much can we get out of doing it the really lazy way?
Yeah.
And then in the future, try it curating to the platform, see if it makes a big enough difference to be worth the time and the cost.
Yeah, that's true.
Do it that way.
At this point, it's like we're already creating the content. We're not taking advantage of these other social platforms. So at least, especially Facebook, it's like I can post the exact same content. We've already made a great thumbnail. We've thought through the title. I've already got a video description. Some of them even with links for like some of the products. It's already there. So moving that and putting that on Facebook, I mean, it took me like a minute to copy and paste the stuff over. And then you have to let the video upload and stuff. And it kind of glitched out on me. It posted it to Instagram, but it didn't post it to Facebook. And I had to re-upload it again. It was kind of annoying. But I probably just jumped the gun and didn't wait for it to fully upload or something.
Okay.
So, but it just doesn't take very long. Like, get it going, leave it on in the background in your computer, and then once it's done uploading, schedule it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's just like so little extra effort. But Facebook has it's not the same demographic as YouTube. It's not the same people. And so if our content can appeal to people from the YouTube people and other people that are just on Facebook a lot more, we could end up reaching twice as many people or close to it, right? We'll have some people that just like us on both platforms and they'll watch. They're like, oh, that's on Facebook now. I guess I don't have to watch them on YouTube.
Hopefully the reach extends.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Hoping to see that our previous followers, the percentage between our previous followers and the new viewers on these videos keeps changing, because 90% previous followers is good for loyalty, but I'd love for that to help spread. Yeah. With the amount of views it's getting right now. Still worth it, probably. It's easy enough.
Right.
But it'd be a lot better if we get some new viewers. So excited for that. What other goals do you have around this?
The main thing is adding this to Facebook. Is it actually going to help our business, right? Is it going to drive more sales of Project 24? Is it going to bring more people into the brand and into that pipeline. That's part of the reason why I just don't feel like there's maybe as much value for us right now in having a dedicated TikTok strategy. Because I just don't think that most people hanging out on TikTok, that aren't on the other platforms, right? Lots of people that would do what we're doing also are on TikTok.
Right.
But they're also on YouTube in many cases.
I could be wrong, but I don't think people are nearly as likely to become loyal to an educational brand via TikTok.
After a 15-second.
I mean, maybe.
They can go up to 10 minutes now, but like the only time you watch 10 minutes is when it's like, oh, this is a scene from that TV show I like.
Yeah.
Like that's the only time you're going to watch that long.
If we figure out how to get a loyal viewer in 15 seconds, we will let you all know.
And if we figure out how to take really like educational content and keep a TikTok viewer watching for more than 12 seconds, let alone 5 minutes, like we'll also let you know.
Yeah. But
it's just, yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yes. If we can figure out how to make our content that engaging,
don't worry.
Then we're going to be killing it.
You'll be the first to know. Yeah. TikTok it's too fast paced. There's no room for what we're doing, I don't think.
And that's fine. Like I'm not like knocking on people that you watch TikTok. Like,
yeah.
It's just a different platform.
Right. It's trying to reach somebody at the wrong time.
Yeah.
In their day, especially if they're on both platforms. And I don't think there's enough people in the world that we aren't reaching that are on YouTube and on Facebook and even on Instagram that it's not like we have to get the people that are only on TikTok. We have not exhausted the audience elsewhere.
Right, exactly. So yeah, we've already captured everybody on YouTube, so we got to go after TikTok now.
I mean, if somebody's a TikTok expert, thinks we're wrong, and you want to be on Creator Files and give us a challenge, let us know.
Absolutely. I would love to be told that I'm wrong and give me a strategy that you think would work for educational, informational content.
That'd be awesome. We've tried it with shorts to be more entertaining. It hasn't worked very well. Those have been our worst shorts usually.
Yeah. It seems to work best when we just take like a brief clip of one little point that was good, that people would like or that would be particularly helpful. We put that into a short. Those do the best.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just because that fits the audience YouTube already knows we have. So when we put out something a little more entertaining, YouTube's like, you're not entertaining people.
YouTube knows this. We just haven't accepted it yet.
This is an entertainment.
Right. Yeah. And we don't want to, I don't think we have the time or the energy to figure out how to make really hilarious shorts.
Right.
That's not the goal.
Yeah.
But maybe someday. I'm trying to think if there's anything else notable right now about this challenge. We need to wait a minute to let you know how the monetization is doing because, like we said, we just turned it on. So we have no data at all, but we'll update you in the future.
Like literally no data, meaning 0 cents earned.
Yeah.
Because we turned it on a few minutes ago.
And they have to approve it.
Yeah, they have to look at the page and say, do we really want to pay these people?
And we've had issues in the past with our Facebook monetization, which is why it wasn't already on.
Yeah.
Kind of a long, stupid story. Got hacked, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah. A former employee, their personal account got hacked.
Oh.
And then somebody, because they had admin access to our business account, they went and this was actually not monetization. This was ads to be able to run Facebook ads. And they went and they ran an ad campaign for some stupid product and racked up like 20 grand in ad cost in like 2 days. And I was like, hey, Facebook, that wasn't me. And they got it all cleaned up and the employee got their account fixed. Actually, I think they ended up, it was kind of a mess for them to get their account fixed. But then somebody from Facebook was like, so what you need to do now is you actually need to close your ad account and then reapply. And that'll get it all sorted out. And then I reapplied and they said, no, you're rejected because you violated our terms. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, I told them the story. They're like,
got hacked.
No, you're rejected. And so now when I go into like try to run Facebook ads, it's just like, no. And then there's a little button you can click to like, hey, can you go like reevaluate my site? If I go to where that button is, it has a little message that says, we've already reevaluated your site. You can't run ads ever. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Facebook, I will not be running ads on your platform, apparently.
Can you reconsider? No.
No, we will not ever reconsider. It says something like that, basically, like,
So
we're
insane.
not going to change our mind, ever.
So stop asking.
Like, can I, like, talk to a human?
Yeah.
I even tried once to, like, get through to a service representative, and they're just like, I don't know what to tell you. The system says you can't run ads. I'm just like, dude, just look at my page. No. It didn't help, too, because we're in the space of teaching people how to make money online.
Oh,
and that's just like one of the spammiest topics. We have in the past had a hard time getting approved to literally like sign up to have an email list.
Man.
Most email providers don't want to supply people in this space because you share an IP address with other people. And so when everybody marks all of these make money online emails as spam, it hurts everybody else on the same IP address. And so they're just like, it's not worth it. And I'm like, okay, please look at my website, look at my YouTube videos. Like, we're not those people.
Yeah.
Okay, but still we don't want to take the risk. Like at one point I had to pay extra and get a dedicated IP address.
Wow. Interesting.
For a company to allow me to send emails through them.
Yeah.
So it is hard. We're in a difficult space, and
That makes sense.
Part of YouTube's problem with us is they're like, you're kind of promising people they're going to make money through your program. Well, no, I'm not promising.
It's guaranteed, but
I'm
good
saying
chance.
that there's a good chance because that's the goal. And they're like, well, I don't know about that. So,
I don't know about this making money business.
yeah. But I mean, obviously YouTube doesn't care because I see 100 ads a day that are about making money online. So
yeah,
YouTube doesn't care.
I have thoughts on that about
most of those I'm just like, oh man, dude.
The things YouTube does with their monetization policies of like, the video will be demonetized if it has certain things in it, but we'll still run ads.
We're going to run ads. We just get to keep all the money.
Yeah. So do the advertisers actually care, or are you just saying they care?
Yeah. Yeah, we're demonetizing the video because advertisers don't want to be associated with videos like this.
Right.
But we're going to run ads on it anyway.
Something's not adding up.
No, I can add 1 and 1 and see that they make 2 usually.
Exactly.
But,
and do you expect me to believe that the average viewer is going to see an ad for Coca-Cola before a video that maybe has some mild video game violence, and then think, oh, Coca-Cola condones that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they don't know what video their ad's going to get shown on.
And everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like this video was sponsored by Coca-Cola and they endorse what I say. You know, like that's not what's happening here.
That'd be very different.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like brands are going to be more selective on who they sponsor, but with advertising,
with a pre-roll
really
video ad. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not buying it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Not our business, I guess.
I guess not.
Okay. Well, we'll keep updating y'all on how this goes once we have more data.
Yep.
So far, I mean, I'd be really surprised if this doesn't end up being worth it to us, especially because, you know, Tim Anderson said he was getting the same amount of ad revenue from Facebook, even though he had double the views. I don't think we're going to get double the views that we get on YouTube, probably ever, but we don't really need the ad revenue.
No,
that's not the biggest.
Right. It's if we can reach different people, more people, then that meets our business goals.
Yep.
And Tim also said that, you know, a lot of the clients he was getting were through Facebook, not YouTube. And so I don't know, I'm hopeful. It's a very different kind of business. I get that. Facebook has a bit more of a local element to it as well. So for a business where he's literally training horses, like you have to be in the same location.
Right.
And so that may help him more, whereas YouTube, location doesn't really make a difference.
That's a good point.
But anyway, I'm hopeful. I want to see what happens as a result.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. And just to see if we can reach different demographics.
Yeah.
Than we have been, because we know that the people on Facebook are a slightly different demographic than YouTube.
Yep.
It'll be interesting. And next time we're going to be talking about podcasting, and we got some new challenges coming up because we're going to keep this one running in the background. There's only so many updates we can give right now.
It's going to take some time just to get a lot of these out there and actually start to get some real views on them and stuff. So
Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time.